Hello, my name is Cam. I'm here with Mr. Billett. Welcome to the In the Hot Seat. What is a major challenge that you encounter in choir?
The biggest challenges we have each year are really just getting started. We never know exactly what we have to start with when we get back from summer. Some kids have sung, some kids haven't. So just learning that music for right from the get-go when we first get back, and trying to relearn our voices and how they work, and trying to balance everything within the group. So it just takes a little bit to get back in the swing of things after a summer break.
What inspired you to pursue choir?
I come from a musical family. So my mom was a choir director. I have an aunt who was a choir director. And music was just part of what I did from the time I was born. My mom would sing to me, have me try to match pitches with her as a kid. And I would watch her work with kids. I would watch her play the piano. I watched her as she went to college and earned her degree so that she could become a choir director for a high school. And that was my main inspiration, just my mom. She was awesome.
It's like a natural connection.
Absolutely.
So, how do you know when someone's good at choir? How do you know?
Some people are just in everything. There are those who are naturally talented, and then there's those who may not show that talent right away, but we can work with it, and we can teach them how to use their voice, how to control everything that is required in order to produce sound. And so it just depends on the person.
What is your favorite thing about choir?
My favorite thing is just getting to sing together. When we know our music, and when I'm standing in front of that group and we're just going crazy singing our music, and I can hear the enjoyment that the kids have as they're singing, it's just a great feeling. It's an amazing feeling.
So what is one of your major goals for the choir?
Every year we have goals of trying to, get better scores, have more students participating in solo and ensemble competition in the all-region and all-state process. So really that's my main goal every year, is just try to get kids more comfortable with doing new things and with competing and with feeling comfortable competing with their voice.
What was your favorite year of choir?
When I was at Texas Tech, where I got my degree, I used to sing in the university choir. And my favorite part of being in choir was we got to travel, and we got to sing at major conventions like the American Choral Directors Association convention, and also for the Texas Music Educators Association convention. So just getting to stand up in front of people who do this as a profession and perform for them, that's a great feeling. It was pretty cool.
How far did you expect to get in choir?
I always knew that I was going to pursue choir. From junior high, I knew I was going to be a music major when I went to college. Worked to get that degree. And then I actually took a detour and decided to be a band director for a while. Even though my degree was vocal, some friends kind of talked me into doing the instrumental thing for a while. But choir is where I belonged, and I knew it. And eventually I had to come back here. So I don't feel like I'm as far as I should be right now, because I haven't been in choir as long. I haven't been teaching choir as long, because I took a while teaching band. But I think we've really kind of hit a groove. Each year we're building. And so I didn't expect to be where I'm at this time, but I think where we're going is on the right track.
What is the biggest mistake people make about choir?
Really, what it comes down to is not singing. Okay, feeling like they're not good enough, feeling like they're too afraid, and so they don't produce the sound that they can, and in most cases should. The biggest thing that I'm trying to get out of some kids is there's a lot of talent, and if you don't pursue that, then that's the mistake. Is you're letting it go. So I'm really trying to pull it out of some people on a daily basis, and get them to no longer make the mistake of not showing their talent, and instead just jumping into it.
Is there any fear behind it, or is it just...
There's a lot of fear. You're dealing with part of your body.
Yeah, it's like 100 people watching you.
Yeah, and I mean you're dealing with stress, you're dealing with nerves, you're dealing with all the things that go along with, you get in front of a crowd and all of a sudden you freeze up, and you don't really know what you're doing and where you are and what day it is, much less how to sing. So yeah, there's definitely some nerve issues.
So going on with that question, have you had any people quit because of their fear?
Unfortunately, yeah. Every now and then it does happen. We try to make it as comfortable of a thing as possible. There are times that we push them to step out of that comfort zone a little bit, just to try to see if we can get some more of what we hear, what we know is there, to come out. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the fear just takes over.
So how is it that you get the physically best out of your students?
It's like anything. It's like athletics. It's like anything else. It's technique.
Yeah, just getting in the groove of
Yeah,
things.
it's in the groove. It's technique. It's basics. It's going back to breathing. It's going back to how you stand, how your body's aligned, and then letting the air do its job. So it really goes is basics. Going back to basics.
How do you balance an individual talent to make a unified sound?
So during the course of our year, we actually have different competitions and events that foster both sides. We have our all-state process where students work on music and go through an audition process to try to eventually, hopefully, make the all-state choir. But the auditions are individual. We have our solo and ensemble competition where we go in as small groups or we go in as individuals and we sing for a judge. Also, at the end of the year, we have our Pops concert. And in that, we pick music that's more modern. But we also, not only do we perform as a choir, but we also get to have the students show off a little bit. And they can audition to sing just their own pop songs, the music that they like, the music that inspires them. All of these things help build up the individual singer. And every individual singer you can build up means stronger voices within the ensemble. And then it's just a matter of blending all those voices together. So balancing those two things is really about fostering the individual talent so that you can get the group sound.
Do you think we have a lot of people that are going to go to the All-State and win?
Well, we'll see. It's a very, very difficult process. We as a school have not had a lot, but this year we do have quite a few contenders who I think could do really well as long as they work hard and keep going. We have one student who's already made the All-State choir 2 years in a row. He's going for his third. And then we have some others who I think are going to do very well if they just keep working hard.
So a lot of good talent.
A lot of great talent.
Thank you, Mr. Billett, for being here. That will be all for In the Hot Seat.
Thank you.
It was very good saying.
You too, Cam.